This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Lucas, welcome to the UFC. Here in your debut, already doing media and featured in a big fight. What's the feeling like for you right now?
Thank you.
UFC'ге хош келдің. Бұл керемет дебют сен үшін. Сразу топовый боецпен, мықты боецпен қойып жатыр. Қандай көңіл күйдесің?
Көңіл күй өте жақсы. Баршаңызға көп рахмет барлықтарыңызға. Көңіл күй өте керемет.
Самочувствие все хорошо. Всем спасибо. Спасибо, что дали такую возможность.
So he feels so good. It's his first debut, and he's already doing some crazy media. All the attention is on him, and he loves it. And he wants to show himself why he's doing all this stuff.
Awesome. So how did this happen, right? If I understand, you were signed to the UFC but didn't have an opponent. And I mean, how did this whole process happen, and what was your thought along the way?
Процесс болғанда қандай болды? Бірінші сен жаңағы интервью.
Сенің UFC'ге подписать ету процессің қалай өтті?
Мен UFC'ға маған SMS келді. Мен ойланбастан бір сразу согласиямды бердім. Себебі мен біздің арман осы UFC'да төбелесу болатын. Одан бөлек мен бұрыннан кімді береді, кез келгенмен шығуға дайын болған.
So when the UFC called him, they told him, "You're gonna fight Umar Nurmagomedov. Are you ready?" And he said he didn't even think about it, and he accepted fight. And that was his dream, you know. When he started MMA career, that was his dream to be in the UFC. And once he gets this kind of opportunity, he's gonna take his chance and go for it.
Doesn't the dream usually entail fighting an easier opponent first and getting used to what it's like fighting in the UFC? I mean, does this feel like a huge challenge in your debut?
Sen birinci debüttan болғандан кейін сен ойладың ба мындай жеңілірек оппонент береді деп андай?
Жоқ, маған UFC контракт сразу Умармен берді. Маған вариант болған жоқ, менде мынамен шығу деген. Мен кез келгеніне дайынмын, кез келгеніне дайын болам.
So he didn't have any chance to pick opponents. UFC gave him Umar Nurmagomedov, and he took it.
Very nice. What do you think about Umar as a fighter? What challenges does he present for you?
Омар туралы не ойлайсың? Қандай боец?
Омар негізі мен уважать етем, өте жақсы боец, универсальный боец ретінде жақсы сыйлаймын ғой, өте жақсы боец.
He respects him as a fighter. He knows, Bekzat knows that Umar is a high level, on the ground, striking everywhere. He's a complete fighter, but also Bekzat is a complete fighter, so he's gonna show what's up with Kazakhstan.
Nice. You win this fight. I mean, beating a ranked opponent in your debut. Do you believe you should be ranked at that point? And how fast do you see yourself moving up the division?
Sen Umar'da bu işi utkandan кейін, чувствуешь, что ты будешь топовый боец?
Әрине, Умар өте жақсы боецтермен, оны ұтсам, оны сезіп тұрмын, өзім де білем. Және де соны ұту үшін қолымнан келген бәрін жасайым. Оны ұту үшін әрекеттен күтіңдер.
So he's gonna do everything to win Umar Nurmagomedov and take his spot, because Umar is a ranked opponent, and he's gonna try and do everything and do his best to be in the top level of UFC.
I can't help but notice like how relaxed you seem and you're smiling. I mean, are there any nerves at all before this fight?
Сен ешқандай қарап толқып отырған жоқсың ғой дейді да, сенің жағдайың неңе қарап, күліп, риза болып отырсың. Неліктен бұлай дейді?
Мен қорқатын адам емеспін. Мен мұнда келген себебім, мен өзім салмағыма бұйыртса, мені күтіңіздер, мен келдім. Несінен қорқамыз біз? Біз қазақтар ешқашан қорқпаймыз.
So why I have to be scared? I'm a fighter. why I became the fighting career. Why I have to be a UFC fighter and be scared of somebody. Everyone has 2 hands, 2 legs, 1 head. So we're gonna do our best, and everyone is human, you know. No one is like a freaking, like, no one has like 3 hands or something like that, you know. Everyone is human. So we're gonna show a Kazakh blood, a Kazakh spirit.
Last thing for me, for a lot of people, this is going to be the first time they've ever seen you fight. What can they expect to see from you on Saturday?
Birinci жолу негизи көрүп атат да UFC'денчи. Что они должны ожидать от тебя?
Менен бәрін күтуге болады. Мен мұнда жеңілу үшін келген жоқпын мен UFC-ға. Мен мұнда тек қана жеңу үшін келем. Жеңілу ойымда да жоқ, Алла қаласа. Енді барымызды салып, қолдан келген бәрін көрсетеміз. Біз мұнда енді қазір короткий уведомленияда келдік. Алла қаласа, алдағы уақыттарда мен жайлы еститін боласыздар. Мен барынша өз-өзімді көрсетуге дайынмын бұйыртса. Әлі шулатам.
So expect everything from me. Show, striking, wrestling, everything. Interviews. So just be ready, guys. I'm coming for everything. And show the Kazakh spirit, and you know, to show what's up. So for this camp, I mean, he didn't even have camp. It was like short notice. He accepted fight. I mean, he was training, but he wasn't in camp. So he was just training, and they gave him Umar Nurmagomedov. He accepted, but yeah, he got the visa last minute, and then he flew on the same day when he got a visa. So he flew. He got his visa yesterday, you know, and he flew on the plane yesterday and same day. So now he's here doing media, and expect the sparkles.
When did he get here? Yesterday or today?
He got here yesterday.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just flew all day yesterday.
Yeah. 20 something hours for flight. Yeah. Perfect. Guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Қазақстан алғады.
Translating his answer, but it was very confusing. Because if he could speak it to him, why couldn't he? Yeah, I know. Kenny's in a mood today. I know he is. I'm warning you. He seems a little.
I'm just trying to make him feel, you know.
He can feel however he wants.
You're right, okay? That's what I just said.
I know.
Okay,
Pulling it back on you.
good. Yeah, great.
Want to fight about it?
No, I don't fight.
Let's do it. That's out 2 out of 3?
Sure.
Rock, paper, scissors. Oh, you did it too slow.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, I would. Okay. Oh, here's shit at the end, and then it was
Yeah,
just like,
he stopped and he goes back. And
yeah, I was
goes
like,
back.
oh no.
I'm glad I just did it in third person. So it wasn't right away.
That was fun. Just throw a glitter. Wait, what? Say that again?
Well, I would obviously a impressive win last time out for you over a ranked opponent, you know, former title challenger. Just curious kind of what that did maybe for your confidence. I think you always believed in yourself, but did that prove that you are the guy that you thought you were?
Since I came to UFC, I said I want to fight like Alex Perez. I called these names out, but people thought I'm like some crazy lunatic came to UFC and wants to fight everyone. But now my results on the table, and the people start believing in my hype. And already went through one challenger for the title. It was Tim Elliott. There's now Alex Perez. Step by step. I never want to jump, skip everyone else. I think it's a big disrespect to the division. But I just want to become youngest UFC champion. Like when I joined the UFC, that's why I didn't care about respect or disrespect the division. And within 2 years, this is my 6th fight, so it's not bad.
Yeah. It's pretty incredible. I mean, at your age, you know, 23, to be ranked number 8 in the UFC, I mean, it's a pretty incredible accomplishment, even that. So is this where you saw, I mean, I know you saw yourself being champion, but did you see it happening this fast for you?
Like I showed my DM when I messaged Dana White in 2018, I said in 4 years time I'm gonna be in UFC. 2022 I signed with UFC, and 2024 I'm one step away from the title. Of course I seen it, not because I'm like I just too much believing in myself. Of course I believe in myself, but at the same time I put the work in. I travel around the world. I haven't seen my family for 3 months. It's just camp. Every camp I go, challenge myself, find new blood, young guys, to challenge me in the sparring.
Now, as you said, you have another title challenger, Alex Perez. Kind of a hard guy to figure out where he's going to be, right? Because of all the time away and the issues. I mean, how do you rate him as an opponent, and what do you expect to see out of him?
He's a great opponent. He beat some good guys. His boxing is good, like a Mexican style, like swinging, like calf kicks good. Like he's not bad opponent, but I thought like Tim Elliott is the toughest challenge in the division. Like out of all opponents I fought in UFC, and there's nothing Alex Perez brings to the cage I haven't seen. I'm 23-0 as an amateur, 11-0. Like I had my debut in 2020. Alex Perez from 2019 only had 5 fights in UFC, 3-2. From 2020, this is my 13th fight professional, because I have 1 no contest and 11 professional fights.
Does it make it hard to prepare for him? Because, like I said, he doesn't fight a lot, so he could be completely different than what you've seen last time.
Except I'm ready for anything. Like I said, I fought in amateurs, 5 days, fight every day, making weight. The opponents I never seen style. I just realized the style inside the cage. When I get hit or I get taken down, that's when I have to work out what's going on. And like you see me in UFC, sometimes I have to work out inside the cage. When the game plan doesn't go as well, I do everything myself. I just ask for the corners, just let me know the time. So I know time in my head. So when the time bell goes, it's not like 15 minutes gone and I haven't done anything yet.
You said you want to be respectful and go step by step, but I mean, you win here. There's not a lot of names at the top ahead of you, right? I mean, you're right there at the top. So how far do you feel you are away from people saying, yes, title challenger, he needs to be #1 contender? I mean, how do you see that going?
You know, my DM was full after a fight, Brandon Royval versus Brandon Moreno. Everyone like, you have to fight Pantoja. I have trained with Pantoja after my debut, and I haven't seen anything like special again in him that he has like priority in skill advantage. And this morning he actually said like he would like to fight me if I beat Alex Perez instead of Brandon Royval. Brandon Royval, I think he has ACL.
I was going to say, yeah, it sounds like maybe he's hurt, Mike.
Yes, so Brandon Moreno is 0-3 against Pantoja. Royval 0-2 against Pantoja. Capek probably gonna have 1 more fight because he didn't make weight last fight. Albazi is injured. Kai Kara-France got the concussion because when I asked to fight him, Mick, he said he's got concussion, so he won't be able to fight you. And now I'm only the challenger, but I have to beat Alex Perez impressive way.
That's great to say. I mean, when you lay it out that, it's not bragging, right? I mean, it just kind of makes sense. I think they probably want Pantoja to fight in Brazil in May.
10 weeks from March 2nd, I already
you've
counted.
checked the calendar, have you?
I'm ready.
You could do it. There's a 10-week turnaround.
Yes, even like I said, I have big experience in amateur career. I can fight every weekend.
I love it. So with that in mind, you feel like, hey, not just a win here, but an impressive win so that you can fight for the title next?
Yes, if it's like decision or something like this, I know people don't like it. Even when I had decision against Charles Johnson, I wasn't happy with myself because I know I can finish these guys. And because I'm young, hungry, crazy, and I need to finish these guys. And then I'm going to fight for the belt.
That's awesome. Well said. A couple quick ones for you. M57, is that a new nickname? I thought you were the Punisher. I'm sorry if I missed it before.
No, I'm the Punisher.
Oh, okay. What's the M57?
M57 is my initial and 57 kilogram.
Oh, okay. Good. I didn't see that before, so I was wondering what that was.
I'm still the Punisher, brother.
Still the Punisher. And the last thing, you talked about being 11-0. Every time I see your record, this Tapology, 10-0 with this one fight that they don't count. What can you tell us about that fight? And why is there a fight on your record that people say shouldn't count?
Who cares, brother? If I fight after this fight for the title, who cares about the Tapology? I was main event on some card. It was COVID, so I need to get some fights. And there was a late replacement. They brought some guy. Of course, he's not the best guy, but I sold so many tickets. They won't put the event. I thought, what can I do? Remove the record. Nobody cares when I have the strap around my shoulder, right? Who cares about 10-0 or it's 11-0?
What were your thoughts on the performance between Moreno and Royval?
Once I see Moreno sat in a corner and his face was like this, like a Lego. Yeah, I already see like he's not hunger, he's not there. He's like a Henry Cejudo right now. I think Henry tried to get this fight right now, right? But he's, you know, when your fridge is full, when you have money, when you have everything, when you made it, you've been champion, and I don't think you have motivation same as us, younger generation.
You have 34 days to become the youngest champion in UFC. Are you going to try and push this fight to UFC 299 in Miami or?
Against who?
Pantoja?
Pantoja, I don't think he'll make weight for Miami. Yeah, he look big. I mean, listen, if UFC wanted me to become youngest UFC champion, they would have done that earlier. They want to keep John Jones. It's okay. If that's their plans, what can I do about it? I called out everyone. I got big injury in March, and I was ready to fight in August in Boston, but I couldn't get ranked opponent. Mick said, I can get you like a debutant. I said, no, I want a ranked opponent, so I had to wait till October for it to humiliate. If they want to do this, they'll make it, because I was ready to fight anytime.
Are you disappointed that you won't get that that accomplishment?
No, I'm still moving. I'm happy where I am today, because I could have ended up wrong way in my life. I'm happy under 2 years, 6 fights in UFC, and listen, from refugee center to Las Vegas, I think I changed my life a lot. So that's one of the goals, but it's not something that, okay, I'm not youngest champion, so what can I do? Put my head down, walk around the streets. Like, it's my goal. I didn't make it. I'm gonna move to another goal. That's it. I'm gonna make like a Demetrius Johnson. I want a lot of title defense and move to bantamweight division.
And then finally, there's this crazy stat. You weren't even a professional the last time Alex Perez won a fight in June 2020. What are your thoughts on that?
Like I said, the old mans, everyone in division above 30 years old. Like, imagine I'm 23, I'm already nearly fighting for the belt. What this guy's been up to till 30, it means they're not consistent. They like to party, they like enjoyable things. That's why when it gets tough inside the cage, they give up. And that's why I think activity inside the cage, staying active, making weight, staying in the training camp, and you need a lot of mental work for this, because it's not easy. It's not easy, but that's why when the rough times comes inside the cage, they tap.
And then finally, you know, you said you've wanted to fight in Vegas. You've fought outside of Vegas, and you're finally here. Obviously, it's in the Apex, not the T-Mobile. But does it still kind of feel the same? You're fighting in Las Vegas.
It's my debut in America. I'm happy at least I got the visa. Yeah, always talking shit on Twitter against government, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. Even if I fought like in Mexico last weekend, people knew who I am. So Twitter is always online. It's Apex or it's London. It doesn't matter. Win is a win for me. And then when I fight for the title, I will be in a big arena. Yeah, it's good. Have a good day.
Well, Shamil, very impressive to be in just your second UFC fight, but to be the main event, the headliner. I guess, what are your thoughts ahead of this opportunity?
Tur pikrab riti main event haldu kiel.
Тунук уцаагуухун хани один main event kiel, хани вагиз kiel тулдун адинан и главный бой вечер алда. Хебук ана дер мечта вообще хани ке хани main event алда ваги дайги ухараги.
Yeah, I'm very happy to get this opportunity. You know, it was my dream to be in UFC, and of course, I'm very happy to be on posters and be main event here.
When you had that dream in the UFC, did you ever imagine that it would be this fast, that you would be in the main event and be the headliner of a UFC card?
Dur мечтабук ан UFC от кези дин колбук арашту далин хеко уже эл бойлд главный бошези.
Букин жудирак алда хеб мурадал цини букин жудир хедин кирил авон. Даже лица тренераста авмук арадин авона цену хавол постерал соб подписал мехавал. Hadinnan handir surat kida чуази угелам ос авона цосона лаги хекес кулду целавон халеха аваз қомук умогоди ханса гушезя.
Of course, I was not expecting to get that fast. You know, even before my UFC debut, I remember that moment when I was signing the posters, and I told my coach, "When do you think my picture will be on these posters?" And coach told me, "Patience, Shamil, maybe next year." And you know, I'm getting in the next fight. Of course, it's surprise and really good surprise for me.
That's awesome. So what did that moment feel like this week, signing your name to the poster that had your picture on it?
Hanchi dur surat ki bugudu, hanchi shi bugudu состояние.
Hanji ugu wukhundun. Hep dingo hep surat titulni boyoldu. Şu hanji ki da şöyle urgaldı o.
Of course, it was great feelings, and my next thoughts are about when I will sign it for my title fight.
Very nice. All right, big opponent here, Jairzinho Rozenstruik. I guess, what do you think about him overall as a fighter and kind of what challenges he presents for you?
Dur соперник Rozenstruik, дусу уровень лоши абили и ду захмат лизи шибук ин беоли усуа қалсан.
UFC бугу ambition liga байцайруги лига хесул рақатланди цалеу ликуэша байцук ан хеу 12 номер гиук унаро ан хелдатсе 5 номер гиук ан хеу ну бихай бой бук инаро ликола хадида ну мед халабила ха рагисловар мехал шу ши бой колен дерги осук.
You know, UFC is a place where all elite fighters are fighting, and Rozenstruik is top 12 now, and he was in top 5, so it's showing his level. And of course, I'm not expecting easy fight, and it will be good, hard fight, I think, for both of us.
I know you posted online this week that you heard people were hating on this fight, and that they shouldn't hate, they should tune in and watch and welcome a new contender. Were you getting negative feedback about this fight?
Тут Twitter алтлумбук ана ханчи главный бой гишун адан зибот улеч ойдин хеккуше батира катлан гозибот лумугут и байцай гирихизи эдин бихулугишту адан зибот лулариле дуэдин хеккуше хеб.
адамаз адам рукун батия шивотлу муген цу цоботло рукуна адам хабижут ан шивицунги ботла жобицун чай эдинан дис хезул внимание цене босулар хезабур жолде дис бихизаун хоздан ози qalемук ана цე чайри хизер цე чайраჭრა ხუზдан ди коллеჯ.
Yes, you know, fans are different. Some people understand real fans, you know, that it's good thing for our division to have a new blood, but some people, they just trash talk, they just want to write something they write, so I don't get serious these comments. And so just my advice, be happy that there is a new fighter coming and making a big statement, and
as you saw in my UFC debut, just watch it and enjoy.
Very nice. I think a lot of people feel like you could fight for a title at some point in the future. You win here. How soon do you see yourself challenging for a title? Is it something you want to do quickly? Do you want to see a slow rise? How do you see your career progressing?
Цоц аданз авл бугу уже мон за титул вагизи хадур ругилон дую кин ботлумуг хабос бхаду берханани хекуш вагизи яги дада конгойшөзи.
ди ботлар жо хаболе багурил ха ди ботлумуг титул шөзи хеку ну хаб UFC ди да абун ходо анцубо хабискол анцубо хабизи хадурун титул шөзи.
You know, it's not the place where I take decisions. So, if you ask me, of course, I wanna fight as soon as possible, big fights, which will get me to the UFC Gold. But if UFC will tell me you need to do another 10 fights to reach that, I'm ready to do that fights also.
Right. Last thing for me, I guess, what's your goal in this fight? Is it just a victory, or is it to do something really spectacular to get people's attention in the main event?
Habel plan shibugidur. تحب دور كربر خزبر هنيش ياجي توني تو عسيجو بخيزايز
عسيجو بخيزايز دون كيدن تلهونا رجاني شايغورو غدي دانديوغي چيكي غوچي چارا گروشا گروشي دالگي غوسلاي غوسيگي بوتلمون كينا بخيز دير كربر خيزابيز قريم مودي يعني.
Yeah, you know, my opponent is also not like punching back. He's a high-level fighter, and I don't want to risk. Of course, first goal is to win, and how it goes, we will see.
I just have one for you. You mentioned Twitter earlier. We've all been noticing that you've been a little bit more funny and showing your personality on Twitter. And the fans are wondering if it's really you running that Twitter account. Can you tell us if that's really you?
Twitter aldı. Амержо интересный жол холюгу дутса. Дутса иш холюги як бат ичис дутса лез перевод холюги айхат дургут отскоч.
Твиттерал дица вадит хаболугу ну ослица хоб хабиле дир Твиттер вадит ну ракал кар жол холлу ходорожан.
It's me. I have Twitter on my phone, and I have my friends who can translate for me in good English. But all ideas and jokes, it's coming from my ideas.
Are you increasing like kind of your presence on Twitter because of this main event, or have you always been doing this and we're just now noticing?
Main event shun khadush tu botlum gadin so popularность baч я кида гуш tu radin book armon активный социальный сетел.
Дон социальный сетел да активно кида гук анадон, но Twitter баби хан хадица UFC шор асна хабиз.
I was active in social media, but not in Twitter. When I signed with UFC, I understood that it's important here in America to use Twitter, and that's why I started it.
You're doing a good job. Keep it up. Thank you.
Okay.
So, like in everyday life, are you like a funny, joking guy? You seem very serious every time we see you. Is that your Twitter personality? Is that how you are when you're not in front of us?
You Twitter all шутка бигжал хол мехал кепожал хол ду хваларах мехал мунцах серьезно чуи хулила влога.
Да, он просто абсолютно цукхана чугу гойдина на стране чугу зда.
I'm just a little bit hungry. I'm cutting weight as well.
A quick one for me before you guys go eat. You mentioned Rozenstruik, not a punching guy. Absolutely not. He has one of the fastest knockouts in this division. What are some of the problems that this guy proposes for you that you're like excited to figure out and break him down for your 5-round main event?
It's Umar Nurmagomedov. Click about Sugila. Do again.
That his opponent, he said, oh, he's not a punching bag, so he acknowledges that it's a tough fight. He's a top-ranked guy, one of the fastest knockouts. But besides that, what are some of the problems that he would like to figure out? So a way to break down his opponent and say, okay, yes, I can beat this guy.
That's Abna behind Chegil, Ilon, do you gush interest bugi or so silny rakal? Does that and do the Habizik Olijo Durgo to Sibia protestirovat, короче.
Дица дун эмер протестировать хона дица дунгу эмер бат и рагой қайгун рече хулчагу рече ханадун стойкол рагolча стойкол дуагана хат ога тестирование бук инел кол ханже дица дидок оли жоги хабун квербор холзе харакат бақиз yoxdiz.
You know, during all my career, I tested myself a lot. I wrestled against wrestlers. I fight fought stand up against strikers, you know, and now I think I reached this level and I deserve now not to risk a lot and to make sure that my hand will be raised. That's it. That's all what I want.
Thank you, sir. Good luck on Saturday.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you very much. Oh, wait. Back again. What are fight weeks like for you now, right? I mean, all the weird things that have happened over the years and everything. I mean, is a fight week nerve-wracking? Is it exciting? Like, what's it like for you?
It's exciting, you know what I mean? I'm getting ready to do what I love. You know, obviously it's been a while, but yeah, I'm excited. I've been through plenty of fight weeks with other guys. Just been there for guys I've helping out for camp. So, I mean, like I said, I'm just ready to go.
Obviously, these last 4 years have been like this insane stretch for you of just like the most snake bit stuff that happens. Like, how challenging has it been for you to just keep the faith of like, I know I'm doing the right thing, I know I'm moving in the right direction, I know I'm doing all the right moves?
I mean, honestly, like, I think it would be different if I was like fighting was my main source of income. You know what I mean? I have a business and stuff like that. I think it makes it a little bit easier. Obviously, this is what I love to do. This is my passion, this is my love. Obviously, I consider this a job. I come in there and work, you know, my ass off every time I'm in the gym. But at the same time, too, like, I have other revenues, a stream of money. So it's not like I'm just depending on this. You know what I mean? I got my acai business, and I have other things in the background that I do. So, like I said, like, it's exciting. I'm just excited, you know, to have fun again, be able to be myself, and go out there and shock everybody.
That's awesome. I wondered about that, like your family's growing, right? Business is doing well. It's like all these things, like outside, are doing fantastic. Has that been, I guess, A, helpful, and B, has it been weird to be like, hey, I'm happy with all this when, you know, you were chasing this dream of being a fighter that I know you've had for a long time?
No, I mean, I think it's all the same. I don't think I'm probably one of the hardest people to get to, I guess you can say. Like, even like when people talk smack on me on social media and stuff, it's like, bro, I'm not on social media enough to really care what you say about me or my career. You know what I mean? The guys saying stuff about me, usually guys that wish they were in my position. So it really hasn't really deterred me from anything. You know, just being around the sport, I love it. I love coaching. I love helping other people, and I'm still around it. Obviously, like, yeah, I'm not competing. That's what I was trying to explain to people. I'm not competing, but you know what I mean? I'm excited to compete. I'm hungry to compete. Like, this is what I do. I'm a wrestler, so every weekend I'm competing. You know, when I was in high school and college, I'm competing the weekend. I would take third one tournament. Well, I got this week to take first. So it's kind of sucked about the layoff, but you know what I mean? Even at the gym, I'm competing. So, you know, like I said, I'm excited to go in there and do what I do.
I love it. All right, so you talk about like the setbacks, right? But you're talking about a champ and a former champ. I mean, pretty good competition that you've been in there with, right? So I guess how do you kind of feel like your level is at right now? Like, where do you feel like, you know, you rank in division, and do you feel like it's an accurate ranking in your performances, given that you came up short, but against the elite of the division?
Honestly, I really don't pay attention to the rankings. People ask me all the time, like, where are you ranked? I don't know. It doesn't really matter, all right, unless you're the champ. So I really don't care about the rankings. I feel like I'm still one of the best guys in the division. I mean, I train with Ricky Simon, Cody Garbrandt. You know, I train with other guys. You know, I've trained with Chito Vera, trained with those guys, and you know, I hold my own against them. So I know I'm still one of the best guys in the world. I haven't been out to prove it. You know what I mean? I lost to Davison and lost to Pantoja, two of the best guys in the division. Davison, you know, obviously one of the best in the division. Now he's moved up and he's still having success. And Pantoja, you know, one of the best guys in the division right now. And he's on a, you know, he just beat Brandon Moreno, and then he beat Brandon Royval. So I mean, it's kind of hard to say like, oh man, I suck. But then at the same time too, these guys are both champs. They both kind of, you know, I've ran through some guys in the division. So I mean, I'm not too worried about it.
All All right, so you talk about coming off fights with the elite in the division. Now you get Mokaev, this youngster, obviously an impressive record on paper, but hasn't been at the top of the division. What did you think when this was the name given to you, and what kind of talent he has?
I mean, he's tough, man. He's one of the best guys in the world. I mean, obviously he goes in there and proves it. I think a lot of people are avoiding him. To me, it doesn't matter. I always say yeah to every fight. You know what I mean? Obviously, after all those cancellations, I went from Matt Chanel to Askarov to like, you're gonna fight Pantoja. Okay, cool. It wasn't like, you know what? I'll sit out a little bit longer. That was the name they given to me. So my job's to fight, not to matchmake. So I'll take whatever they give me and whatever they offer. I feel like he's tough, man. It's gonna be a good challenge. I feel like his wrestling and grappling obviously matches up well with mine. I'm excited to test myself against someone that likes to wrestle and likes to grapple. So I expect a lot of scrambles in this fight, a lot of high pace grappling in this. In this matchup, so I'm ready.
I know you said you don't let the critics' voices get to you at all, but there's a chance to silence a lot of them with an impressive performance here. Does that appeal to you at all to be able to just tell the world, like, F you, you know what I mean? Like, I'm back, I was always here?
No, really. Honestly, I always tell people I can care less what people think about me. If I did, I would be just like everybody else. Like, fuck, I get on social media. I've had people talk shit on me in social media. I've had people freaking DM me. So I just laugh at it. I think one of the like, lighter-hearted guys. I know people get really offended by it. I mean, even when Marcel will post a picture of me and someone puts something about me and shit, I'll be on the same card. I just fucking comment on it, like laughing faces, like, fuck, he got me on that one, you know what I mean? I make fun of myself. I talk shit. My family talks shit to me, you know what I mean? So I'm not really worried about what other people say or, their opinion of me. I can care less.
I love it. Last thing for me, like I said, you do have a nice ranking in the division. Win here would be meaningful, but are you making future plans? I mean, it's been so hard to get consistent. Are you thinking, well, if I win here, now I get a number one contender fight, or now I get to challenge this guy? Are you thinking about like past this, or is it just about Saturday?
No, it's just about Saturday. I've always been about just worry about what's in front of me. Just keep fighting, keep winning. They can't deny you, right? So I win this fight on Saturday and go on to the next one. I'm not really worried about what's next. I'm just worried about this fight on Saturday night.
Hey, Alex, has it been annoying, like, with people bringing up all of the cancellations when, like, almost half of those weren't even your fault?
No, I think it's funny. I mean, obviously, you know who the real fans are and who aren't, Like on my record, yeah, it says cancellation. Obviously, don't say, like, oh, this guy pulled out, this guy pulled out, this guy did this. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's on my record. I always tell people you got to own up to it. Like, fuck. The shittiest part about, like, our sport is that we're in front of you guys, right? We're in front of the media. Internet's undefeated, So I just embrace it. I'm like, fuck it. What's the worst gonna happen? These guys don't know me. These guys don't run my life. I can care less with what people think of me or what they say about me. It doesn't affect my daily life. Like, as long as my son's happy, my family's good. My mental is good. I mean, like, I feel great. I'm happy. I'm in a good spot mentally, physically. So like I said, I'm excited. I can really care less what they say about my record.
Last thing about your record.
Come on, man.
Your last cancellation, it was a scary one, right? And not a lot of people knew what was going on behind the scenes. Can you share what happened?
I just ended up getting sick, it happens. And, the UFC did a great job. They helped me get all the testing done, did extensive testing and everything done like that. I don't expect everybody to understand, especially the guys that in this business, in the sport, you guys, right? You guys kind of understand a little bit more because you guys are around it all the time. But the natural, like the guys that just watch on TV every once in a while, and then they see, oh, Alex Perez fight gets canceled last minute, Like, I know Raul just had the same, not the same thing happen, but he wasn't feeling well. He got canceled, you know what I mean? People don't understand what we go through before, after, or even in the back or whatever it is. So like I said, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm in good health. Everything's good. I took some time off away from competing and stuff, and I got everything in order. And yeah, like I said, I'm excited. Like, the UFC did an awesome job. It helped me out with everything, make sure everything was good and clear, you know what I mean? So nothing major. So it was just a freak accident, and I'm ready to move on. Let's go.
Everyone's saying, if Muhammad Mokaev wins, he's the clear number one contender to fight for the title. But if you go in there and you knock off this prospect, do you feel like you should fight Pantoja in a rematch for the title?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I haven't really thought about it. Like I said, I'll think about Saturday. But at the end of the day, if I do yeah, okay, great. But at the same time, too, Pantoja fucked me up. So it's kind of one of those things. I also got to build myself back up. You know what I mean? So to me, it doesn't really matter. Whatever's next is next. I'm not really worried about it. Like I said, I tell people all the time, I'm not a matchmaker. I'm a fighter. So whatever's next, I'll take.
What were your thoughts on the Moreno versus Royval fight?
It was good, man. Like, I know both those guys. Like, I've trained at Factory X before with Brandon. I've actually trained with Moreno here a couple times, and both solid dudes in and out of the cage. You know, it was kind of hard for me to pick a winner or anything like that in general. I just think, you know, I think Brandon was supposed to fight in December, I believe, and he got pushed to February. People don't understand, like, you get more time in camp, but sometimes that's a bad thing. I just think he had an off night. I mean, you know, best guys in the world, you just don't know what's going to happen. It's never going to be guaranteed. Like, this guy's ranked 1, this guy's ranked 2, so number 1 guy's going to win or whatever. I think it's an off night. You know what I mean? I don't take anything away from Brandon Royval. He came out there like a dog. You know, because Pantoja fight kind of slowed him down a little bit. I think he kind of wasn't himself in that fight, but I think he kind of came back too. So, like, props to Royval on freaking coming back to being himself. And, you know what I mean? Brandon's a champion. He's going to be back. He's going to be, you know, grinding again. I just think he deserves some time off, and he'll get back in there.
How's it been living in Las Vegas?
It's all right, man. It's not too bad. You know, I live kind of close to the PI, so it's not crazy. It's not like Las Vegas, where everybody's all crazy. But I don't mind it. The one thing I do miss is the beautiful weather. You know what I mean? Orange County, you can't complain. Out here, hit or miss if it's nice, but it's not too bad. I love the food spots are open late though.
And then finally, who's going to be in your corner? Is it going to be a mix between Syndicate and Oyama?
So I ended up leaving Syndicate, just kind of doing my own thing. When I started training with Cody Garbrandt, I felt like the training just fit me a little better, and I was able to structure a team around me. So it'll be a little bit of mix of those guys that I work with, like Billy Bigelow. Obviously, Ricky will be in my corner, Ricky Simone, and then Colin Oyama. You know, I train with him all the time. Vince Morales helps me out for these camps and stuff like that. Marab and all these guys. So I've still trained with these guys. I still train with them. So I mean, kind of just doing my own thing. Kind of Vegas, I feel it's a hotbed of MMA. But I think a lot of guys kind of do what I do, is kind of make your own camps, kind of go in here and there to train. Like I trained at Extreme a few times, I trained at Syndicate. So I kind of did that, and then finished off my camp at Team Oyama. So like I said, it was fun. It's probably one of the best camps I've had. Just mentally, physically, I feel probably the best I've felt in a really long time.
Thanks, man.
Awesome, guys. Thank you.
Cristian, ¿cómo estás? ¿Vale? No sé qué acaba de... Ya. Oops. Oh, okay.
They kind of already have.
All right. Oh, good. Hey.
Who were those men that weren't wearing shirts?
They were wearing shirts.
Not all of them.
Oh, they were rugby.
The rugby.
Oh,
There's a lot of rugby stuff going on this week in Vegas, apparently.
Were those the cops?
The what?
The cops.
Cops.
One of the two. I can't remember.
Is it really?
It's the Roosters or something.
Quick survey for the group. So we're working on putting together the next season of The Ultimate Fighter media
yes,
day.
I'll be on it.
You'll be on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Well,
fight for
that's
it.
Men's bantamweight it is.
Bantamweight, thank you.
we're looking at the Monday after. Yeah. The Monday after 299 will be media day here. We're gonna have coaches and the athletes available. We'll probably just do Ultimate Media Day style. Have the athletes kind of set up. It's not like returning vets or anything like that, so it's all gonna be fresh faces. I just wanted to gauge interest on like actually speaking to the athletes and having access to them. I know it's like it'll be relatively generic interviews for all the guys, but figure there's interesting content around those guys.
Yes.
God bless. Monday after 299, yes sir. I'll send a media alert round once we kind of have everything locked up, but something like 11. Is it embargo or is it? No, this will just be like an announcement of the cast and the coaches. I know who the coaches are. Yeah. Sorry. Correct. they'll be going into the house.
They know who their coaches are?
I don't think they'll have picked the teams until the first episode, which will be the next one. Monday the 11th, I believe.
Can you tell us who the coach is?
Soon. Yeah. Cool. So we'll we'll set that up. We'll make it available for you guys. Super straightforward and easy.
Are the coaches anything to get out of bed for?
I don't know how to answer that question.
You think in the morning then?
Yeah, it's probably gonna be like 11 to 2, 11 to 1:30, something like that. Because they'll do some like photos and production stuff in the morning. We'll grab a group, like one weight class. I'll tell you, it's featherweights and middleweights.
We knew that.
Okay, well, just trying to.
Are the coaches ranked? Are they male?
No. Yeah. Yes and no.
Anything you think that's quick as the time starts? Just because normally we would take it on Monday, but I just need to know if I need to.
Hopefully by the end of the week, if not early next week, we'll get that locked up for you.
Oh my God! Is it Juliana Pena and Bueno Silva?
No, why would Breno Silva?
Isn't that?
It's a number 1 contender fight for
the
32.
Coaches.
Yeah, no. Pennington's the
Oh.
champion, if that's what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
that's what I was thinking.
No.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
Well,
She's done dirty.
I just thought because they hate each other or whatever, you know.
Doesn't Juliana hate everybody?
Yeah. So is she one of them?
No. And then also, we're going to have the top 4 guys from the grappling event, the Fight Pass Invitational. They have their weigh-ins on Saturday morning while our event is going on. But the Fight Pass team wants to send like Craig Jones, Lovato, probably Nicky Rod, and then Roberto Menez over just to be available on stage at some point in time during the day, just to kind of put that on y'all's radars.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That's good.
So just be.
No.
Yeah, those two.
No respect for
No.
former undefeated Bellator champion Rafael Lovato Jr.?
I want him.
Okay, cool. And Roberto Jimenez is a local Vegas guy, so let's, show some love. He's doing well for himself.
It's not like you're gonna be back here anyways, Alex.
Damn.
Facts. Hashtag
Damn.
facts.
It's gonna be Kenny and I doing these interviews.
Sure. Yeah.
Take 'em off.
Yeah.
I like the jiu-jitsu guys.
Yeah, they're great. You'll be there on Sunday, I imagine.
She likes to interview him too.
Ooh.
No, I really don't like the jiu-jitsu guys in that other aspect.
Nikki takes the shirt off. It's great.
Oh, he is fun. Yeah.
Do you think around 11 a.m. or something?
For the tough thing? Yeah. Yes, sir. And then again, like Ultimate Media Day style, we'll just have him sat around with nameplates and whatnot.
Are we gonna do him?
Is that the largest shirt that you own?
Deliberately wore it because I knew you'd be here because I wanted you to come how bulky I am.
Yeah, you're looking good.
Will we do them in 2 waves, like if it?
Likely,
okay.
yeah. We'll do like one weight class first and then the second weight class, since we won't have teams split up or anything like
This
that.
is tough.
Yeah.
Will the coaches be there as well?
Yes.
And they're women.
I didn't say that. You said that.
I said, are they women? Yes.
Oh, I didn't. You asked me like 4 questions in a row, and I was trying to get them down.
The coaches are women.
Well, that's what I thought he said. Now
I'm
he's
thinking
got back on his
it'll
word.
either be like group of fighters, coaches, group of fighters, or like 2 groups of fighters and the coaches.
Coaches aren't at that.
Yes,
How
if not before
Are you
Viola.
going to do Pennington Pena?
No,
I really don't know.
Huh? So there'd be 2 women.
if Dana
that
doesn't
aren't
announce
those
it by a live at some point or something like that. We're still. They just confirmed coaches like over the weekend, I think. So we're just.
Who else? That's
We'll see how Dana wants to get it out there.
two? Is it a big
Are they really
coaches?
not women? Did we get that
Physically?
wrong?
Are they worth it? Or is it like this?
How dare you?
Are they ranked fighters?
Yes,
Are they women?
maybe. Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
We're not doing this.
No, because Dana said I've got something to announce about Alexa and Valentina soon. Which would be hilarious because now Shevchenko will win the trilogy. Because it'll take a while to film it. Push it back later in the year, Spear could be there. It'd be fucking jokes if they had Alexa lose the belt before the Sphere.
Per sources.
Yeah. Per sources, take a picture of you standing
I don't know anything about that.
That's a really weird.
I don't know what you're talking about.
To go from Connor and China, well, not like Connor and China.
Oh yeah, that worked. Yeah, that worked out so well last time.
Well, that's not anyone's fault.
Yusuf Zalal should have his own TV show. Let's be real. Okie doke. And then Oscar, I don't know if you heard me, but we'll bring. I know you've already had 18 exclusive interviews with Craig Jones recently, but he'll be here during Saturday as well.
Can I ask him if we can do our interview before?
Yeah, you can. Apparently, you can ask Craig Jones whatever you want. Yeah. Yeah. So, sure.
I think it's something. Will you allow me to take the bathroom?
And however much you try to shock him, he'll probably end up shocking you more.
Sure.
He'll win that game. He will win.
You know what? if you can get him in the bathroom, I'll let you record in there. I'm sure that's not violating like state laws or something. No.
Keep the door open.
Good.
It would be hilarious if we did it here during the event in the bathroom. People would be walking.
The public access back. Yes.
Yeah, that would be really funny.
Get that
People would
organic.
come in and go the flushing and stuff.
Yes, that would be actually.
I would. Okay, that's.
Okay. Happy to facilitate. Who's next for you guys?
Jairzinho.
Oh, excellent. Oh, you guys have had food already, yeah?
Or theoretically just be done. Oh no.
You need the other half of the main event. Oh, do you? For his.
He's the last one. I'm staying for him.
He's very eloquent effort.
Can I ask him to do it shirtless? I'm
Jeez.
just adding.
I mean, your jaw's on the floor. You gotta put that up. I saw Cousin Usman running around as well. We might as well get both of them.
Let's
No?
do a tandem.
You don't get the Suriname clicks? I think it'll be a fun little, 10:30 start time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
full 30 extra minutes.
It's like 10 fights or something like that. Yeah, that I agree with as well. But got to give the athletes ample time to rehydrate and gain 30 pounds in between fights.
A whole extra hour.
Yeah, it's critical. Actually, it's like 8 less hours because usually they're fighting at night, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just do it Thursday night. I say. Forget Friday morning.
Just honor system. Just trust that they all weigh the right weight.
I do like that.
Skip.
Yeah.
Oh wait, are we getting no more right now? Nope. Yep. Yep.
Oh, ask and you shall receive.
No.
Just doing what I need.
Hi, how are you guys? What's up?
Welcome back. And obviously, I know you were scheduled to fight in August and had to withdraw from that. I guess how difficult was it for you to make the decision to not compete?
Not difficult. I want to fight, and I just want to be active, and that's why I work hard. Recovery was not easy, and I'm glad to be here, and I'm excited.
Nice. And I know you were waiting to get an opponent, it seemed like forever. Were you hoping to fight sooner than now? Were you ready to fight, or was this the earliest you could fight?
This fight?
Yeah.
I was asking to fight. I beginning ask fight November, December. I beginning to ask, tell them, yeah, I will ready like February, March, before Ramadan. I want to fight, and it was not surprised me, and I was doing good training camp because of waiting some fight, and they finally give me fight.
Yeah. We hear it's very challenging for you to get opponents. Does it surprise you that other opponents don't want to fight you, and what does that make you think of the division if they won't fight you?
They make me think I'm the champion in this. I'm really, they make me think, and then I'm going to gym, and Habib or someone else smashed me, and they bring me back on the urge, And I hope they will take these fights. They will approve it. Someone top 5 maybe after this fight.
So you do get a fight. It's a newcomer. What do you think of your opponent? Have you had a chance to scout him? And I mean, what did you think when that was the name they gave you as somebody that's new to the UFC?
For me, it's have to being active. For me, it's I didn't think it's gonna be very easy fight for me, and I didn't train. No, I'm trained very hard. I'm trained like I will train for the title. I'm not sleep,
And for my opponent, it's opportunity, big opportunity, and I think he doing very like great job too. And we'll see this Saturday.
Is it challenging because I know you're trying to move up the ranks, but if you win, people say, oh, but the guy wasn't even in the UFC, he's not that good. So is this a challenging situation for you to be in?
You know, I don't care about what they're gonna think. I really don't care. They have their life, I have my life, and I didn't doing nothing for somebody will like nice with me, and they will say, yeah, this guy like very good. I don't care. I have family, about have to I take care, and I have like my way, and I will doing like what I want.
You're a respectful guy, but you win this fight. Do you have to start calling people by name to say like, you know, why won't you fight me? Number one, you got to fight me. Number two, I mean, do you have to start doing that?
You think it's gonna be work? I don't know. They just talking about he don't deserve, he not beat nobody. How I didn't beat nobody? 4-0, it's not bad. How many fighters beginning like less guys? And I don't wanna be cocky. I'm not gonna say, hey, I'm very like top high level or nothing, like something like that, and I will somebody like knock him out or no. I talk about, okay, if somebody come to UFC and he showing a good performance and he smash all his opponents, it means this guy have to fight with somebody like strong. And you can't just say, hey, he didn't deserve, like he have to like show he have to beat somebody. Okay, how I'm gonna beat somebody? For example, Mirab talk about this. Mirab, how I'm gonna beat somebody if they not approve it?
Chance. So last thing for me then, knowing that, what's your goal here? Is it just win and keep moving forward, or do you feel like you have to do something spectacular so people say that, hey, that guy has to fight the top of the division?
No, I don't care about people. I don't care about what they're gonna think about me. I'm trying to be a good person. I'm trying to be good family guy, like good friend and good student. And I just want to go to inside cage, take victory, and go home for enjoy.
Hey, Umar, I just wanted your thoughts on next week's title fight. Who do you think wins, Sean O'Malley or Chito Vera?
I think Sean O'Malley gonna smash this guy because he's their last fight. Chito win because of O'Malley he injured. That's why. We didn't know what's gonna happening in this fight if he not injured, because until he injured, O'Malley was smashed in.
And then, what did you think of Merab's performance over Henry Cejudo?
Very nice, like great performance, and it's not, prime. When Cejudo was in his prime, I think he will never can beat Merab like Cejudo. But we will not know. Like we can't check this, and he did good job. He pushed it like he go ahead, and take nice victory. I can just congrats him.
Awesome. Thank you.
human Tetris for you people.
Human Tetris. That's what it is.
All good? Se quiser sentar, quiser filmar, tranquilo.
Vitor, 3-0 in the UFC, a couple of bonuses along the way. I mean, can you just put into words like how amazing the last year of your life was?
Primeiro de tudo, 3-0 no UFC, uns bônus aí também. Como é que tem sido esse... Pode colocar em palavras como é que tem sido esse ano de começo no UFC?
Cara, esse ano foi muito proveitoso, né? Acredito que a gente conseguiu mostrar o nosso trabalho, né? Finalizamos, nocauteamos e ganhamos melhor luta da noite. Então eu acredito que esse ano foi um ano de mostrar realmente para o UFC e para o mundo inteiro para que a gente veio.
I think it's been a very productive year. We've been able to submit, we've been able to knock out, we've been able to get Fight Night. We've been able to show our work, and I think we've been able to show the world what we came here for.
You know, 18 months ago, you're dreaming of being in the UFC, and now you've had all the success. I wonder if you've been forced to kind of like change your goals this fast, to maybe move them up a little bit higher as to where you think you can be.
Por 18 meses atrás, você estava pensando assim, poxa, meu sonho é ir para o UFC. Eu quero entrar no UFC. Você teve que mudar os seus objetivos de vida, porque as coisas estão indo tão rápido, que às vezes você já tem que ajustar, porque já está acontecendo?
Meu sonho no esporte, né, sempre foi realmente entrar no UFC. Então, hoje eu estou vivendo o meu sonho, estou curtindo isso. Estou curtindo cada etapa, as viagens, as lutas, os camps, as pessoas que eu estou conhecendo. Então, eu acho que é isso. Meu sonho era entrar no UFC. Conquistei meu sonho, agora eu estou vivendo esse sonho.
You know, my dream in sports was always being in the UFC. And I'm living that dream. I'm enjoying the moment. I'm enjoying the trips. I'm enjoying meeting the different people that I meet all the time. So that was the dream, and right now I earned that dream, and I made it a reality. So I'm enjoying it as much as possible.
Absolutely, it's been entertaining to watch thus far. Now you have Tyson Pedro. What do you think about him as an opponent? What did you think when that was the name they gave you?
E tem sido bastante empolgante ver você realizar teu sonho. Agora, Tyson Pedro na tua frente. O que você sabe dele? O que você tem para dizer sobre ele como oponente?
Obrigado. O Tyson Pedro é um cara muito bom, cara. Um cara que já esteve no top 10 aí, enfrentou grandes nomes. É um cara que, eu acompanhei algumas lutas dele antes de entrar no UFC e depois que eu entrei no UFC. É um cara que eu sempre tive a vontade de lutar pelo estilo dele. É um cara pegador, que se desenvolve bem também no chão e tudo mais. Então, eu acredito que foi uma luta muito bem casada. Dois caras que tem tudo para ser a melhor luta da noite.
Thank you for saying it was exciting to see him. But Tyson Pedro is, an experienced guy, a guy that I used to watch before coming into the UFC, and a guy that brings in, I like the style. I mean, he goes for it, and I think a guy that also, he does a good job on the ground as well. And I think this was a good matchmaking, and I think it has all the potential to be Fight Night.
It seems like a fight that's going to be pretty explosive and could potentially be over very fast. Do you feel like it's going to be, a battle, or do you feel like maybe you have to be more tactical because both of you are so dangerous?
Bem, é uma luta que é potencialmente explosiva, que talvez as coisas acabem desenrolando bastante rápido. Você acha que vai ser rápido, ou você acha que vai acabar sendo uma luta mais tática e mais calma, justamente porque os dois são tão explosivos?
Isso é uma pergunta muito complicada, né? Porque cada luta se desenrola de uma maneira diferente. Mas eu acredito que vai ser uma luta muito pegada do início ao fim. Seja para acabar no primeiro ou no último round, eu acredito que ela vai ser movimentada o tempo todo, né? São dois caras que não querem perder, que estão ali. Então, é difícil dizer qual que vai ser realmente.
It's very hard to say because every fight kind of develops in a different way, but I think what I know that from start to finish is going to be a very active fight. I think people are going to be moving around a lot. People are going to be looking for the finish. It's very hard to say, again, and what's going to happen in the fight, but you can expect it's going to be, both of them are going to be going for it.
Nice. Last thing for me, a victory here. I'm curious kind of what you see for yourself. Is it start talking about ranked opponents? Is it about try to get a fight in May in Brazil? What's the plan with a big win here?
E a última pergunta do John. Uma vitória no sábado. Você começa a pensar em oponentes ranqueados? Você já quer talvez tentar lutar no Brasil em maio? O que seria o próximo passo?
Então, uma coisa de cada vez, né? Quero primeiro fazer essa luta com Tyson Pedro e depois ver o que a gente vai fazer mais para frente. Eu gosto de focar uma luta de cada vez ali, sem pressa. Mas é isso, vamos focar nessa luta aí, que eu sei que tem muita coisa boa para acontecer esse ano.
So one thing at a time. I'm gonna focus on fighting Tyson Pedro. I always like to actually, do one thing at a time and focus on that, and no rush. And because we know good things are coming. É isso aí, tranquilo. Pergunta do John.
Thank you guys, Wilson. Good morning.
All good. Jairzinho, back for another main event, man. Is this just getting kind of routine for you? I mean, every time you fight, you're in a headliner now.
What's going on? Nah, I mean, I'm happy that the UFC see the main event caliber in me, and yeah, it's definitely a big opportunity. I can't wait to go in there this Saturday and do my thing.
I wonder if that gives you some confidence. I mean, I know you've had a couple setbacks along the way, but to know that the UFC looks at you and they go, that's a guy we can put in the main event and know that we can rely on. Does that give you some confidence to know that, they believe in you in that way to put you in these opportunities?
No, I definitely think they see that I'm the guy you can put there and can get the job done. So I'm happy they recognize that. So for me, it's now the day is almost there for me to do my part.
Nice. 8 months, I believe, since we've seen you last. I think you were trying to fight in between there. I guess, what happened there? What's this been like that you've had to sit out and kind of wait?
It's like a mixed feeling. I wanted some time off. I wanted to fight like earlier than this, and then it take a little bit longer. And then I had a fight, and then that fight got canceled because the guy got another opportunity, and then this happened. So I have peace with that. I feel good. I get a long time to prepare myself, so here we are.
What do you, when you have those time away and you have the time away from competition, how do you spend it? I mean, is it relaxing? Are you, focusing on adding new skill sets? Like, what's been the focus during this time away?
Definitely relaxing and focusing on my skill set, especially taking some wrestling and jiu-jitsu classes. So, it become a habit, second nature, and stuff like that.
Obviously a seasoned striker that you are. I mean, is it frustrating to have to go, I got to spend all my days wrestling and grappling? I mean, is that annoying for you to have to do?
In the beginning, it feels like that, but when you do it, after a while you're doing it, you're going to start embracing it. So I'm at that point.
Do you find joy in those training sessions, or do you hate them every time you go?
Now I find joy because I learn a lot of things, learn a lot of tricks. So, and when things work out, then you start adding more time to it. So.
Maybe you start out, we see you shoot a double leg off the top to this.
Maybe, you never know.
All right, talk about the matchup. Shamil, here you are. You've been main eventing. You've been at the top of the division. This guy's second fight, and he's in the main event against you. What did you think when this was the matchup that was given to you?
Nah, first of all, when the UFC selected a guy for a main event, then it's a big deal. He has a perfect record. You have to give him his props, so you got to take him serious. 12-0. It's not that he's not doing nothing, so this weekend he's going to get to the test. And for me, it's I want to win, and for him, he want to win. So it's going to be a big test for both of us. I want to win, so I'll go in there and get my hands raised after the fight. I don't know how he's going to deal with that, so yeah.
He's got just one fight in the UFC, so it's not like you probably have seen a lot of his footage. I mean, did you go out and seek old? I mean, are you the kind of person that you want to see old tape and see what he's about, or do you not worry about that stuff?
No, we always worry about that. You study your fighter. We are professionals, so you're definitely gonna take time to study, see what you're up against, and that makes sense. So yeah.
you might shoot a double leg. Do you think he's going to stand with you? Do you think he's going to be willing to stand and trade, or do you think he's going to look into to take you down right away?
I definitely think he's going to try to take me down, but he also have decent hands, so I know he can strike. So it's a chess match.
Last thing for me, you know, a win here. Like you said, you've had the time away. You're still ranked in the division. You've been in all these main events. A win here, is there something that you want next? I mean, are you looking at names or locations or dates? Like, what do you see for yourself this year?
After this Saturday win, I'm looking for, I'll take a couple of steps back because I feel like in my UFC career I make a couple of mistakes, a couple of missteps. I navigate a little bit away of my power. So I'm focusing on getting all the puzzle pieces together. I'm finding the puzzle pieces already. So I already feel like I feel my real power again. So I'm focusing on that, and then I want to get back like close to July, August, and then yeah.
Hey, Jairzinho, I just wanted your thoughts on the heavyweight division right now. Obviously, it's in a weird position because John's waiting to fight Stipe. John's hurt. It's not going to be till later. Tom's the interim champion, but we don't know if he's going to defend yet. Like, if you were the matchmaker right now, who should Tom Aspinall fight?
Right now, who Tom should fight? That's, I don't know. I think a fight with Cyril Gane makes sense. A fight with Cyril Gane makes sense, yeah.
Cool, thank you.